Hello, my friend. It is my pleasure to welcome you to another edition of Philosophy of Life program. Philosophy of Life program is a discussion program that is designed to discuss issues that are of immense value to humanity. For some time now, I've not been able to come up due to certain inevitable situations. However, I'm back to continue our discourse on various issues. Today, I am beginning a new topic: African Spirituality, Part 1. African Spirituality, Part 1. You know, it is a very common thing today that everybody is talking about spirituality. But have we really bothered to know what spirituality is all about? Man by nature is a spiritual being. And how does man relate with himself when it comes to a matter of religion and spirituality? However, you recall I started a topic at a time, religion versus spirituality, which I treated Part 1, Part 2, and I promised revisiting that topic. But this is a different dimension to that topic, but not the topic proper. So we are discussing African spirituality. African spirituality is different from European spirituality, because we are going to talk about spirituality as it concerns the African man, as it concerns the black man, because the way the black man sees things is completely different from the way the West, or the people we call literally white men, see things. In the first place, I want to go by operational definition and etymological import of such of spirituality. Spirituality is etymologically derived from the Latin word spirere or spiritus, which means soul or vital principle of breath. It means soul or vital principle of breath. The Greek etymology to that word is pneuma, which also means the spirit or the soul. And in this context, you can use both interchangeably. And so, when we are discussing African spirituality, we are in this case connected to ourselves, because African spirituality is a broad concept with rooms for many perspectives. In general, it includes a sense of connection to something bigger than ourselves, a sense of connection to something that is higher than man. The relationship, the inner relationship between man and his God. In this case, spirituality typically involves a search for something in life. The search for something in life. And when you look at this, you will be forced to think or to navigate this topic within the confines of African perspective. One will be forced, or one will certainly infer, that African spirituality, therefore, involves the deeper values, attitudes, beliefs, and practices based on African worldview. Attitudes, values, belief system, and practices that are based on African world values or African world views. Now, what do I mean? What do we really mean by that? That is to say that Africans have a way they perceive their environment. Africans have a way of seeing things which may, in real sense, probably be different from the Western perspective. And the way African man sees a thing or the black man sees a thing does not in any way vilifies or negates the perspective of the West. And the West should not in any way negate, vilify, and abuse the African man's approach to his spiritual worldview, to his cosmology, to his understanding of himself, to his understanding of his God and his universe. Because if African spirituality involves deeper human values, it is obvious to say here that values gives humanity direction. Values, I take that again, give humanity direction. So if you have lost sense of direction, that means you have lost values. You have lost value, and your existence therefore is questionable. Because the way you see things is predicated upon the way you were taught by your ancestors. So, a consensus among wisdom keepers from all world ancient traditions suggests that human spirituality is tightly woven integration of three facets, which include: 1, an insightful relationship with oneself and others; 2, a strong personal value system and the fulfillment of a meaningful purpose of one's life. That brings us back to the value. The value of your belief must be based upon the system, must be based upon your level of understanding and civilization. These fall within spiritual individualism. What I have said so far, they fall within the framework of spiritual individualism, spiritual collectivism, and spiritual dialogue, which are the main three major aspects of spirituality: spiritual individualism, spiritual collectivism, and spiritual dialogue. Now, in trying to understand this, you will come to the profound knowledge that truth does not destroy divine principle. Truth does not defile or destroy divine primordial principle or divine primordial plan. Truth is divine, spiritual, eternal, and it does not destroy the reflection of reality. Knowledge, any knowledge gained through falsehood, has nothing good to teach humanity. And for a particular race to claim superiority of spirituality is an abuse of belief system. It's an abuse of the cosmology of the African world. for anybody to rise, any scholar, no matter your field, to say that the African man's belief system is superstitious, is intertwined with paganism, for me, is a negation of proper understanding of the values and attitude and belief system of the African man. I understand that you are entitled to your view, but at the same time, you should not at any time neglect, abuse, and above all, negate what you don't understand, you don't criticize. African man understood his words. Our ancestors understood their environments, related with the gods of our environments, kept to the rules and tenets or creeds of the gods of their environment. Hence, they were able to live long, survived different wars, survived certain manipulations, and today reserved history for us. And so it is expedient for you, no matter your religion, be it Christianity, Buddhism, Shintoism, Islamic religion, whatever religion you find yourself, do not negate the African cosmology, because the African man began everything in the history of humanity. That's why Africa is the cradle, the center for civilization. Dear viewer, I want you to continue with me as we go to the second part of this discussion. Join me as we continue. However, I implore you to subscribe to this YouTube channel and share it, as the knowledge that will be exhumed from this direction will serve you and your generation, so that you will know that truth, three things cannot hide for too long: the moon, the sun, and the truth. The truth has come to stay, and the superiority of falsehood over truth is but for a moment. This is the moment of truth. Philosophy of life has come to unravel, to bring out those hidden truths, those unsayables that you were told that they are not supposed to be said. And you are going to get in touch with all in this program. So I urge you to join me as we continue. Thank you, and God bless you.